And then once the anesthesia kicked in, I don't really remember anything after that, but I remember just waking up and being like overwhelmed with like joy. Hi, my name is Evan and I'm 23 years old. I'm a patient of Dr. Herman's. I've been on this transition journey since I was around 13. Pretty much, I've always known that I wanted the surgery since I was younger. However, it was just a matter of timing. So it really wasn't until my father told me that he was retiring that everything kind of got kickstarted. Because he works in the medical field. So upon hearing that, I realized that I wasn't going to have the same health insurance. So I kind of got moving with that. Throughout the years, I went to PFLAG support groups. And through this support group, you really get a lot of referrals of who are really good healthcare providers to go to that will always make you feel like you're 100% comfortable. So I was referred to my primary care through this support group. I go to the LGBTQ VNA in Asbury, and it was through this healthcare clinic that I was given referrals for doctors when I mentioned that I was planning on having surgery. So through the VNA, they gave me Dr. Herman's name, and you do some research online to make sure that everyone has had really good experiences, and then it just kind of took off from there. My first consultation with Dr. Herman, of course, I was nervous. He made me feel very confident and very secure, and he let me know that if I had any questions, just feel free to ask. And as I did, and he pretty much just gave me all of the reassurance that I could ever need. And from then on, I knew I was in good hands. So the surgical process, this was my very first surgery. So I really didn't know what to expect going into it. But of course, Dr. Herman, explains everything to you, and, you're free to ask any questions. But essentially, I had to meet with Dr. Herman and his staff at least twice, from what I remember, in order to get things started. And then once I was medically cleared, as well as cleared from a psychologist, I was good to go. And I remember just being really nervous when I was just sitting on the surgical bed before they wheel you in and before anything starts kicking in, where everything just goes blank after that. I remember the staff being like very, very kind. I felt very safe. And then once the anesthesia kicked in, I don't really remember anything after that, but I remember just waking up and being like overwhelmed with like joy. So I would say that my recovery went really well, more so than what I had expected, because when you first get out of surgery and you first have to change your dressings, everything's very scary. I will say the one challenge for me with recovery was getting adjusted to being able to sleep on my back. And other than that, I didn't really have anything too challenging. As far as like changing the ace bandages and the dressings and the wraps, that was a little challenging as well. But once I did it a few times by myself, I got the hang of it. But I will definitely recommend having someone that is there to help you when it comes to the healing process. That's very important that you have a good support system in case you can't do anything yourself. So to anyone going through this journey, I definitely would say follow your heart, make wise decisions, look to no one but yourself, because you know yourself the most. You need to be able to take it step by step, and have patience for the changes that you're looking for. And I mean, even after a surgery, you're going to have scars. There's going to be a healing process with that. So just have patience, and yeah.